Hey, hello YouTubers. It's about 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday, June 25th. Anyway, um, how's everybody doing out there? Anyways, Fran-Sez has went out for breakfast. I'm not breakfast. I went out on the bus today and I went to my lounge, had a picture of Miller Lite, and they were showing some kind of weird movie on American Movie Classics this afternoon. Starred DiCaprio guy. I don't know. You know the guy that played in like Titanic, and then the other guy on Titanic. You know the husband wannabe dude. He played in this movie too. It was called Shutter Island, and wow, I mean, talk about a mental case. I mean, after watching that for a couple hours and seeing the ending, I was like, I mean, this movie keeps you spellbound all through it. You don't know whether this guy's like cracking up or he's actually an FBI investigator at this mental institution. I was going mental by the end of the movie, but anyways, this guy comes in the bar, right? And we got about 15 minutes left at the end of the movie. And, you know, all through the movie, you don't know whether this guy's a nutcase or he's really a U.S. Marshal investigating this mental institute, right? So, anyways, this guy comes in, and me and another woman were watching the movie, right? So he comes and says, "Oh, I want to watch the soccer, the bullshit, right? The World Cup thing." So I says, "Well, we're watching a movie. I mean, you know, this isn't." So he starts calling it a soap opera, right? And I says, "Hey, listen, okay, we've been watching this movie for an hour and a half. You just walked in the door and now you all of a sudden want us to change it to like the soccer channel?" I says, "Sorry." So he kind of whined for about 30 minutes saying, "Oh, I'm missing my soccer and all this other bullshit." And he just came from a place up the street, and I says, "Well, gee, you know, why don't you go back to where you came from?" Us girls want to watch the end of this movie, you know. I mean, you know. So finally, we did watch the end of it till 3:30, and so, anyways, they changed. I said, "Okay, all right, it's okay." You know, in about 3:50, I says, "Okay, I've seen enough of this movie. I know how it's going to end. Maybe change the channel." But the bartender wouldn't. He kind of like he waited till the movie was over. So, anyways, they changed it to this World Cup soccer channel, and there's not even a game on. You know, I mean. And we get 20 minutes of bullshit commercials and stuff. And I'm looking at this guy, I'm saying, "You wanted us to sacrifice the end of our movie just so you could watch a bunch of," "Well, no, 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 there was a game." And so they had all this pregame show bullshit. And then the game started between Uruguay, I think. Yeah, Uruguay and France. Okay, so I'm watching this thing for like 40 minutes. Nobody got a goal. They're kicking the ball from one end of the field to the other. Bah, 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 bah. People getting colliding, getting hurt. No touchdowns, no field goals, nothing. I mean, there wasn't even a shot on goal. Maybe one, and I saw one shot on goal, and it may have went in, but it was a little high, and the goalie went up like this and batted it up over the net. Nothing. So after 40 minutes of nothing, I says, "Well, you know, I'm out of here." And then I look over this guy that was bitching and complaining. He's gone. He had a couple drinks and left, and I'm like, holy shit, you know, I mean, he's not even here anymore. And I really focus on the game because I don't usually watch soccer, but you know, I mean, you know, come on. You know? And then this guy's saying, "Oh, gee, you know, You guys would rather watch a soap opera than a frickin' soccer game. I says, hey, wait, this ain't no soap opera. This is a movie I never saw before. And we've been sitting here watching this movie since like noon, or like, I got there about 12:30, 12:45. The movie was already started, and I missed the beginning. But, we were sitting there, me and a couple other people watching this movie on AMC. And, I got like zoomed in on it for over an hour, and I'm like watching it, and what it had the guy DiCaprio and a couple other actors. But, it was basically a weird movie, like it was a mental case. But the point being, there was hardly anybody in the bar, and all of a sudden this guy comes in and he's like, oh, you got to change the channel. Well, you know what? Yeah, we did change the channel after the movie was over, and then it was like there was nothing on. It was like 20, 30 minutes of pregame bullshit. So it was like, I don't know. So, and then the guy left before I did, and the soccer game's on. I mean, he lost interest and left, right? But nothing's happening, right? Oh well, adventures at the bar, right? So, anyways, I got hungry. I had a pitcher of Miller Lite, a couple of pineapple and rum drinks. Then I walked down the street and I went to like Carmen's Pie House, and I got a couple glasses of wine and a Stromboli. Oh God, my knee hurts. Anyway, so Fran-Sez is wearing like aqua blue, whatever, with a navy blue, white, yellow bead, silver necklace. And I got a black pair of Capri pants on, and it was kind of warm this morning. And when I was out waiting for the bus before it took me home, it's 91 degrees out there, so all these black clouds are rolling in, and it's like 6, approaching 7 o'clock. 6 something, okay? So the bus came. As soon as I got on the bus, rain starts hitting the windshield. So the bus goes down, takes a left, goes, it's a mile from where I was sitting at the bus stop. And I gets out, and it ain't raining there yet, but oh gee, black clouds all over, lightning, thunder. So I got to my door and I stand outside, and they're, okay, it can rain now. Like I have anything to do with it, right? So I stood there for a couple of minutes, nothing happened, but I know it was raining somewhere, because it was raining like northeast or west of where I was. There was all these black clouds. So Fran-Sez made it home without getting wet. So yesterday they said it was going to like have torrential downpours between 1 and 4 or 5. We never got any rain yesterday afternoon. So like, what the heck did I do? I went out. Oh, I had to go get my umbrella. I forgot my umbrella at a store. The day it really rained hard, like Monday. So yesterday it was like, go get my umbrella. And I want to say something. I knew the name of the place was called Discount Beverages. And I knew the location. So I went on Google Maps. And then I found the intersection, right? And then I got a street view. And it shows, Google Maps got a picture of the building. And it says SP Discount Liquors. And I'm like, oh man. But it didn't say the exact address. So, and it wasn't in the Google Map directory for business. So anyways, so I got the phone book out and I looked it up, SP Liquors, and they give me a phone number in the phone book. And so Fran-Sez, I called them up and I says, hey, about an hour and a half ago, I was in your store and I bought like 12-pack of beer and a couple other things, and I think I left my umbrella on the counter because I was putting stuff in the bag. I took the umbrella out, put this other stuff in the bag that after I paid, and I think I forgot my umbrella there. And I was like, oh my God. So I was at the bus stop, and I had to walk a ways to get to the bus stop. And here comes the bus, and I'm looking, oh God, I left my umbrella in there, right? So I was like, so anyway, so I calls the place up about an hour and a half after I was there. And the girl says, yeah, I see the umbrella. And I'm like, oh my God, I mean, anybody could have grabbed the umbrella, okay, and took it. So I called up. And they says, oh yeah, the umbrella's here. I says, well, listen, my name is so-and-so, and I'll be in tomorrow to pick it up. And she says, oh, I'm working tomorrow, no problem. So I got there about 11 a.m. yesterday, picked up, and my umbrella was there. So it's called discount beverages. So Fran-Sez buys a 1.5 liter bottle of wine and a can of tuna fish, because that was what I had for supper last night, a can of tuna fish. I also, cut up an onion, a carrot, and put some olive oil, and I had an 8-ounce box of Muller's elbows. So I had like tuna casserole last night. And it was delicious, okay? So today, I've been spending a lot of money on food. I seem to be spending more money on beer and wine the last 3 or 4 weeks, okay? So, and, and I started smoking cigarettes again. Yesterday I was at the Park Place Lounge and I bought a package of cigarettes. It's $7 for a pack. So they're called Marlboro 100s in a gold box. So, I don't smoke a lot, but, I have a couple cigarettes at the bar, whatever, So, enough said. But I stopped smoking for a while, but because it was a risk for taking HRT, but they're not giving me the HRT, so after a while I started thinking, well, you know what, I guess it's not going to hurt to have a cigarette once in a while, so that's what I did. Anyway, enough said there. But I still have that vapor cigarette, e-cig. I may go get another little bottle of vapor because I know where I can get some close to the bus line where I go. But I still didn't go shopping. It's been a whole week, Wednesday to Wednesday, and I ain't even gone food shopping like in a couple of weeks. So, I ate out today. After I had a few drinks, I went down to the Carmen's Pie House, and I ain't been there for like a month, or 3 weeks to a month. So I got the stromboli. I love the Barbarossa stromboli, and I got the house salad too. So anyway, they have dinner menus and all that other stuff. But stromboli is like a good buy. And the bread that they make the stromboli with, it's fresh dough, and it's delicious. I love eating it. So I had the wine was $2 a glass for the House Merlot, so I had 3 glasses, so it was $6. Because see, they have happy hour after 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. or something like that, and usually a glass of wine's $4. But the House Merlot, they knock it down to like 2 for $4 after like 2 p.m. So, I mean, I would have been satisfied with 2 glasses of wine, but I don't know. So they gave me, for the third glass, like $2, And somebody I know from church came over and said hi while I was there. And I wasn't in church Sunday, so they were asking how I was. I said, "No, fine." I mean, so I didn't go to church last Sunday. I don't know. I just didn't feel like going, I guess. Hey, sometimes you feel that way. I had some emotional things, and I had a little, and sometimes in the morning you get up and you haven't slept all at all much like that night before, and it's hard to get out of bed. It's hard to get up and brew a pot of coffee, and then you got to get, shaved, showered, dressed, and all ready, get on the bus, go to like church. It's a big ordeal. It's like several hours, and I don't do that every day. I don't get all dressed up and hit the road maybe 3 days a week, But, anyways, I watched a few videos and I made comments on some of the ones I watched. And those of you who watch my videos that I commented on your video, you know who you are, So, I subscribe to a lot of channels, and I just can't watch all the videos, okay? If I watched every video in my feed, I'd be doing it 24 hours a day, and I just can't do that. Fran-Sez is trying to have a life here, and, sometimes you have to be selective about what you watch, and I can't watch every video that even my close friends make, so apologize for that, but I do look at every video, okay? At least it comes up in my feed, and I make a decision whether I'm going to watch it or not. And let me give you people a clue. If you got a 20-minute video or a 30-minute video, I'm going to tend not to watch that video unless I got plenty of free time. And maybe I'm cooking and I got like 30 minutes to kill, so I'll put your video on and I'll turn my video, not my video, my computer screen, I turn it toward the kitchen. And while I'm in there, doing whatever in the kitchen, I watch your video, okay? So, and sometimes I miss, if I really like you a lot, I might miss part of your video, and then I have to watch it all over again. Some people I've watched their video 3 times because I didn't catch it all the first or second time through. But I don't want to reveal who those people are. So anyways, had a good time today. There was a woman at the bar today, and she was there with her husband, and her name's Blair, okay? And she's a good-looking woman, I mean, she's my age or maybe a little more, but I ain't gonna say how old that is. But we had a lot of fun, and her and I were watching that movie I talked about, right? So, anyways, I'd seen her in the bar before several times. I've seen her husband in there too, but they weren't really sitting together. But anyways, in fact, I didn't even know she was married, but that's okay, I mean, we had some fun, okay? And, barroom fun, like this guy comes in, he was like pissing and moaning about not being able to change the channel to a soccer game. Well, Blair and I were watching this movie, and so afterwards I said, hey, you know what? Women count too, we've been sitting here drinking for an hour and a half, watching this movie, and we want to see the end. And you know what? The bartender was nice enough to ask us if he could change the channel. And I says, well, this movie ain't over yet. And it was sort of like a movie that was like, you don't know what the hell's going to happen at the end. And so me and Blair were laughing like big time, okay? I'm there. Women's rights. We have rights too. We've been here drinking, and you were over where? Someplace else having a beer and food. So I'm Fran-Sez. I'm not going to shut up and say, okay, you can change the channel. I'm going to miss the movie. No, I spoke up, and I'm there. Hey, hey, when the movie's over and I've seen enough, if I've seen the ending. But in this movie, it really, you didn't know the full story of everything until like the last segment of the movie, at the last 5 or 10 minutes. It's sort of like, was that kind of a movie. And anyways, so I had some fun. And there was other people at the bar too. I mean, when you go to the bar, maybe other people are talking to other people, but you know what? The TV's going, music's going in the background, and if you're sitting at the bar and you say something, everybody overhears that. So it's like, it's a social thing, okay? And maybe all you church-going people that never crosses the threshold of a bar, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But you know what? I enjoy going there, okay? Because Fran-Sez can be Fran-Sez and have a really good time. And sometimes I can just have a really good time with me and the bartender. Kidding around, talking about this and that. And so all you girls out there, you need to find a place where you can go. Like Cheers, where everybody knows your name. And you know what? I have lived in so many cities in my life. I was in the Navy. I was like worked in different states all over the United States, Midwest, West Coast. You got to find a watering hole. You got to find a place, a social outlet where you can be you. You know, and I'm sure that there's a place in your town or city. You just have to do a little research and figure out where to go. It took me, maybe a year living here before I found this place. Well, not quite a year. It's like a year ago. Okay, the end of June last year. So basically, I've been going to Park Place Lounge since June 23rd, 2013. So it's been exactly a year and a day or two. So you gotta kind of like, and not to say that I'm going to continue going. I go to other places too. So I mean, not to say I would never stop going here, but you never know. I might find a better place. So you always have to be like, and that's what I do too. I find different restaurants and places to have a few drinks. And every once in a while I go to a new place and see how it is. Sort of like, that's what you got to do. And so I encourage everybody, all my friends, you got to get out there, okay? You got to enjoy yourself. I would rather starve, eat beans and rice, and eat just enough to scrub by every month here, but I'm not going to sacrifice my social budget, okay? Because Fran-Sez needs to have a social outlet. I need to get out. And I love YouTube and I love Facebook, but you got to have face-to-face contact with people. And I encourage everybody who's going to even watch this video, and regardless of what your life situation or transition status is, you have to find people that love you for who you are and understand, and you can have fun with, okay? We are social creatures. We can't just escape into the mountains and live in a frickin' cave. Okay, grow hair and be Sasquatch, okay? So that ain't gonna work. So, God, 25 minutes. I gotta go. So, Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my video. And for those of you who like me wearing blue, today's wardrobe is for you. Woo-hoo. Love you. I got Fergie green nails today. Yeah, I got green eyeshadow. And this is like an aqua green or blue, whatever, I don't know. So everybody said I look nice today, okay? Bye.